Using the waist belt, the quarter jump is a great way to improve explosive leg power and both lateral and overall speed. Make sure the athlete keeps their head facing forward and uses their arms to propel themselves off the ground. Perform 3 to 4 sets of about 6 reps to achieve maximum results. A contrast set should be performed following each exercise with the same intensity but without the resistance, allowing their body to recognize its speed and explosiveness. Jumping lunges are geared for the more advanced athlete. Because of the demand, a lighter resistance should be used. Make sure the athlete lands in a lunge position and that their knees are not touching the Vertimax platform. Hip flexors are a key in training a baseball player. A step-up box is a great way to train the hip flexor. Make sure the athlete explodes up and focuses on pulling up the leg with the hip flexor. The hip flexor should be trained hard with 4 to 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Proper hip flexor training gives an athlete the ability to increase hip speed, increasing their hitting power, throwing velocity, and overall speed. Using the ankle straps, leg lifts are another great strength exercise. The palm straps and the waist belt are used for stationary running. Stationary running is a great cardiovascular exercise if an athlete's legs are tired. It is also a great way to improve an athlete's running form. Infielders and outfielders can greatly improve their lateral acceleration with the Vertimax. Using the shoelaces as straps, the athlete should explode out, trying to gain ground with their lead foot. The chest should stay square to the wall and the butt should stay down. Keep your toes straight and fight the resistance on the way back. Different angles will allow the athlete to hit different muscles. When performing a ball over the head drill, make sure the athlete gets a full drop step, helping them to clear their hips. Infield moves can be performed with resistance on the hip and foot. This will improve first step explosiveness and overall speed. Make sure to train backhand and glove side movements. Using ankle straps, outfielders can practice accelerating through the baseball, popping their hips into position, and pointing their shoulder at the target. Using the waist belt and your shoes, the Vertimax will improve first step explosiveness on the base pass and in the field. It is important to stay low. The Vertimax will eliminate all false moves. The Vertimax offers many exercises to improve a pitcher's strength, mechanics, and velocity. Using the waist belt, this exercise forces the athlete to gather their weight on the inside of their back foot and drive through the resistance. In a contrast set, you can see the drive and finish, and the height on the back leg propels him to a proper finish. The waist belt and shoe strap are a great way to improve front-side separation. If a pitcher can train their front foot to separate more than 100% of the distance of their height, they will see an increase in velocity. Cones are a great way to chart their separation. And always finish with a contrast set. This trunk rotation exercise is a great way to improve core strength. It is important to get a good athletic base and keep the arms straight, allowing the core and trunk to propel movement. For the more advanced athletes, stability balls can be added to this exercise. The Vertimax allows a pitcher to strengthen and stabilize the shoulders. This exercise can be done to the front, to the side, supinated, extended to the posterior, and with scapula retraction. The Vertimax offers many exercises for a catcher to meet the physical demands behind the plate. With the shoes hooked in, the athlete should accelerate through the baseball, pop the hips, and close off to the target. Using the waist belt, this catcher's position exercise builds endurance, incorporates core stability, and improves form. Using the palm straps on your glove hand, the Vertimax will help quicken the transfer and allow the athlete to get into proper position. For the more advanced athlete, properly catch the ball while using resistance on the hips and glove hand. With resistance on the waist belt, practice blocking drills and fight through the resistance. The Vertimax allows an athlete to practice the fundamentals of hitting with resistance. Hip resistance forces the athlete to use their backside to accelerate through the baseball. The resistance prevents weight from leaking to the front side, forcing the athlete to finish on their backside. With resistance on the wrist, this turn to contact drill teaches the proper bat path. The top hand drill with resistance forces the hitter to stay through the baseball and keep their elbow tucked. While doing a bottom hand drill, resistance on the bottom hand puts the athlete in the right hitting position to stay through the baseball and get extension. And make sure to always finish with contrast sets.